has just been performing super well, has been that key component to the success of their team. And I feel like, talking about writing on the walls, this one was there for a very long time. And I am very happy to announce that Shock is going to be your MVP for North America. And who better to talk about that win than Shock himself? So let's take a listen. And now to talk about this exciting news, on the line we have Shock from the Soniqs. Congratulations on making history, the first North American rookie to get their MVP. Congratulations, man.
Thank you so much, Leaf. I mean, like, I can't believe it, but I can't. It's definitely an honor.
Garrett does win the ball. He's on zero boost this time, and Dapper will win the challenge, only as far as Justin. A minute left on the clock. Justin for the double! And he's rocking and rolling in game 2.
Well, it looked like Justin accidentally side-flipped after popping this ball up, but he's so fast to recover anyway that it doesn't matter. Still gets a clean hit on the ball.
Difficult to create. And even to challenge him, Justin now one-on-one against Shock. Looks for the set, doesn't need one. Lightning quick shot finds the top corner.
Oh my goodness. That is disgusting from Justin. To keep that much power on the shot with a full volley takes insane timing.
It's going to be Garrett trying to win the challenge. 10 seconds remaining here. And it looks like NRG are going to secure their spot in the spring series and head on to the semifinals.
Yeah, huge win for NRG. Not just because they got the win, but because the way they've done it. A massive blow to Soniqs. That's the most crushing defeat they've had all season by far.
But already some good chances. We saw Gimmick win that 50-50. Oh, double tap chance. It's a good setup for Mist, and Mist gets denied by Gimmick. What an incredible save.
Oh, a pinch off the wall on the pass. What a pass from Atomic to Illusion. Ghost strike first. Look at this.
Illusion even back past that over to Atomic. Twin grabs some boost to get back into the play. Picturesque passing from Ghost. That is how you do it. That was a beautiful play. And the only goal that we saw from Cloud9 was that squishy solo play.
Oh, Illusion! Ho, 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 ho! Starts off with a bang. Look at this setup from mid.
Beautiful timing. You saw as soon as Illusion popped that ball, immediately jumping.
We're a quality team, and it would not surprise me if they somehow found a way to take this set. It's a long set. It's a best of 7, and another double tap, this time by Squishy to tie the game.
Squishy says, okay, I see your double tap. I can do one. Boom, right over Mist. Mist, you saw him jumping up, trying to get in the way, but it was just off. Squishy executed that wonderfully off the pass from Gimmick.
Beating them 2 steps ahead every single time. Here in midfield, doesn't matter. Torment's having to flip just to make a touch, and he loses the challenge anyway. Here's Atomic.
Oh,
Gets
Atomic!
Under. Oh, get back to it! Atomic is insane!
Atomic! He destroys Squishy's mind. He gets the flip reset and the dunk. That was one of the most incredible goals that I have ever seen.
Be fun, and Ghost fans everywhere are leaning back, hands behind their back. Atomic, the double hattie. It's hats, it's stacks of hats, James, for Atomic.
And you know what else it is, Darby? 7-1.
That's the old-fashioned Brazil, James, and not too often we see that in RLCS anymore. Oh, especially against Cloud9 of all teams. The rest is a formality. The ball touches the ground.
A tough way to end their season. Cloud9 losing in 5 games to Ghost, but Ghost will be moving on. They'll play the Soniqs now.
Keep their possession going and also find some solid passes across the pitch like that one to Atomic. This is the Ghost gaming that we've been waiting to see all season long. Things are finally clicking for them.
And it's the Atomic that you expect to see, just a monster on the field, and give credit to Miss on the pass. Soniqs looking for some form of offense here. Haven't seen much. Here's Miss trying to get a second touch. He does on target it in the Ghost Gaming take the lead.
All of this stemmed from Atomic's challenge there. He was aggressive, he got the demo. He might not have won the 50, but even that demo, the aggression, the slight panic that he induced and caused.
What can he put together in the last seconds? He's dunked away by Illusion. Ghosts just have to kill this one down, and that's it. Illusion off the back wall. Shock still keeping it alive for the Soniqs, and nobody goes for it on the Soniqs, and Ghost will clean sweep here against the Soniqs 4-0 and a commanding win. As it is Chicago back out to JNAP shot. Got 2 to go from NRG, but they do make the save. And NRG now pressing Justin, looking for a double tap. He can do it off the crossbar and in. NRG a 2-goal lead.
He is too clean with it right now. Justin, look at how fast he is into the air and then gets the double touch. Perfectly reaches off the back. Go for that aerial on the goalkeeper. And so far, it's been more of a dirty, gruesome battle between who can get physical. But Rizzo, he's not bumping anybody. This time he's shooting.
And I love seeing these types of plays because the pass off the wall comes off so quickly, and you know Rizzo knew it was coming and quickly up to it.
Gary G, now they've got the counterattack. That's what NRG need, because at G2, they're pushing up too much, and then finally, they do get the finishing shot. It's Chicago to find the bottom right corner.
And that's what it takes for G2. They finally find the gap, they play it across, and those lateral passes are just so deadly from this team.
With the series, who got that Game 5 performance, was just running away with everything, but now the tables have been turned. It's G2 to look dominant here, but it's Game 7. They've looked really great all series long besides the first 2 games. They picked it up, and now they're here to take themselves into finals.
Arsenal out of those corners, I think, is the difference maker.
Ooh, Atomic, he ended up double jumping there. And Illusion dunks through to the corner. Ghosts, first goal.
Number 100 for Illusion. Arsenal with a weak clear, and Illusion play a little pinball to knock that one through. Running interference, forcing Ghost into some suboptimal spots where they don't have many options to trap it, but how about they find a seam? And how about this one?
How about it? This is a great pass first to Mist. So Illusion sets up the whole play to begin with, and then Mist gives it right back to him on the give and go, and Illusion owns every Ghost goal.
As you alluded to at the start of this game, they're not done yet. Arsenal trying to knock it down. Zipical somehow gets a touch there, and Arsenal with the bump. How did Space Station turn this into a goal?
Oh, Arsenal gets this touch, gets out of the way, bumps the only player that possibly could have made a save on that. There's nobody from Ghost in net. And Space Station, they stole game 2 of Chiefs. They completely stole it. Sonic picks him for boost steal, but guess who's got the ball? It's Typical. He'll pick up one himself. Challenge straight to Arsenal. The shot denied. Oh, the dunk almost secured Space Station a victory. Ghosts on life support right now. Atomic.
Oh, it's a headlock. It's a 2v2 in overtime. There's a headlock in the Ghost corner. You are kidding.
With everything on the line, and it's almost an own goal. It was for Atomic. That Ghost stay alive off the 2v2.
Space Station. You know, respect it. AXP makes the mistouch. Atomic, if anyone's going to beat anyone to the ball, it's going to be him.
A formality for Space Station. They'll be meeting G2 in the regional finals for North America. And boy, oh boy, I cannot wait for that series. It's gonna be a banger. What a series from Sipical, Arsenal, and AXP, and a great run from the boys over at Ghost, but it ends in the semifinals.
Here we go, game number 1, best of 7 to take home the regional championship for season 9. And we are going to be starting off with Sipical and the rest of Space Station Gaming's offense, trying to see what they can accomplish, and if we do get further into the game, it becomes more and more important. Drop down. Arsenal off the backboard, can't get his second touch, looks for the setup to AXP, and Space Station will open up the scoring.
And a lovely play, Sipical, that little pass into the middle. AXP had to get the ball around JNAPs, and he places it far post.
Both teams trying to find the quick transitions, but sometimes they're hitting, most of the times that they're not. JNAPs with the flip reset, and it's gonna be good enough! G2 have the lead!
The knapsack is back. Chicago Rizzo hop in. With plays like this, you can tell there's a lot of space. What a shot! Rizzo did well to get by 2 players there. Timing his demo. Now the demo on the way back. JNAPs has to turn it. Rizzo's there, puts it in. Rizzo is playing lights out Rocket League.
Is that enough to secure the regional championships? Rizzo has been outstanding in this series. JNAPS has more than done his part. As we do wind our last few seconds down, it's the ultimate redemption story for G2 Esports. They were in the promotion tournament. They've now won the playoffs. Your regional champions, G2 Esports.
That means our player of the day is going to be likely from that team. Of course it is. It was Rizzo. You mentioned that touch. It was beautiful. I think both you and I, we were hanging out in the green room and we're like, that was a phenomenal play. Rizzo stepped up today. This is exactly what we wanted to see. The man brought his team together, and it was hard, especially when you have someone like JNAPS on your team as well.
And Turtle, he gets the last laugh. Finally, Rizzo gets the playoff MVP here. What a performance from him, because like all season long, a lot of it was JNAPS in Chicago, that dynamic duo, and Rizzo would try and set some things up, or he would go for demos. But today, just everything was clicking. G2 was so deadly because of Rizzo leading the charge at times, which is something he normally does not do. And then on the defensive side, no big mistakes at all, playing incredibly good Rocket League. With the third man rotation when Rizzo was back there, that's the most important role on G2.
Let's take a look back at the bracket and how the North American regionals went down. As I kept saying, 10 teams entered into league play. Only 6 made it to today for North America, and only 1 comes out champion. And G2 pushes themselves through 2 wins. NRG definitely gave them a challenge to get to that point. But all throughout the day, Jorby, we saw this 4-0, 4-0, 4-1, 4-1. It was just across the board. Almost sweeps for most of these series.
It was kind of, I really didn't expect it for some of these games. Like, I thought Space Station versus Ghost was going to be much more back and forth with the way Ghost were performing up to that point. I really thought that Soniqs were going to be much better than they showed today, and they weren't. North America, it was a beatdown, and like there were some close games, but when you look at shot differentials on some of those series, it just wasn't even close.
Well, we're going to have to wait and see for the future because we are done with them. And I'm done with you guys. Get out of here. Get ready for Europe tomorrow. And I'm going to talk about that. We still have the European regionals tomorrow. So why don't we take a look at the bracket? Just a reminder of how this works. This is a page playoff system. 6 teams made it. It's the same as North America from those 10 teams at a league play. Team Reciprocity and Mouse Sports, both those teams have an extra life. They'll drop down into that blank space between Renault Vitality, Veloce, and FC Barcelona, and Dignitas sitting there up in that upper bracket. But then once you get past that point, you'll lose and you're out. But we will be crowning a regional champion tomorrow, so you don't want to miss it. Make sure you tune in. I'm Leafx signing off. We'll see you later.
I think I need therapy when my feet gets the best of me. I can't seem to understand how you do this to me. You've been running in circles inside my head. Wasn't looking for love, but baby